What's up guys, Mr. JP Shaw here. Today I'm going to show you how to get your tractors ready for the spring season and summer and, well, basically anything to do with cutting grass, doing yard work or anything. So let's get to it. Today I'm going to show you all the steps I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you on this tractor. It's a square nose Craftsman with a 12 horse Briggs flathead in it. But this will apply to any lawn tractor that you may have. Now, for better viewing purposes, I took the liberty of taking off the hood, which that was pretty easy. Take two screws out of the sides of the dash and open up the hood, flip it over, and boom, it comes off. That's what I love about these old tractors. They're simple. Anyways, first things first, what you're going to want to do is do your basic tune-up, which is regarding the air filter, fuel, and spark. Now, you're going to want to go to the store, take your spark plug out first, but go to the store, match the numbers with the new spark plug, get yourself a spark plug. I run Champion plugs and everything that I have. I've never had an issue with them. I've heard people use NGKs, or I'm sorry, not NGKs, but E3s, and they're supposed to be very good. Their reputation's very, very good. I know some of the guys that run in the lawn tractor forums on atltf.com have used E3s and have had very good luck. Anyways, get yourself a new spark plug. Next, air. You want to make sure you have a clean air filter so that the whole engine runs right. You can see mine, it needs changed, but I'm going to be getting a new air filter for this thing here soon. I can pick one up at a couple bucks down at the local Rural King. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty filthy on the inside of there. After you're done getting a new air filter, I'm just going to set this down on here. I don't really need to make it tight because I still have to work on this thing anyways. But once you get a new air filter, about 98% of the people out there will not drain their gas out before winter time. If they're storing their tractor for any length of time, like over the winter, let's say, you really need to drain your fuel. And this means pulling the fuel line off the carb, draining it out, using it in another vehicle you have just to use it up. Draining every last bit of gas that's out of there, and starting your lawnmower up to get the rest of it out of the bowl of the carburetor, because you're going to still have gas in there even after you drain this. But that's what I like to do before the winter season begins. The last cut, if you're not using the tractor in the winter time at all to plow snow or anything like that, drain your fuel out. That's a habit of mine I like doing. But come springtime, once you get, starting your tune-up process, go ahead, blow out your fuel lines, which basically consists of taking the fuel line off of the tank and off the carb, taking the fuel filter off, of course, and blowing compressed air through it. Or if you don't want to go through all that trouble and your fuel lines are looking pretty dry rot and stuff, I'd just replace it, because it'll save you a bunch of heartache in the future. Because what happens is the ethanol and the gas actually deteriorates the inside of the fuel line, and that could cause particles to go into the main jet of the carburetors or the needle, and it'll jam up the needle and seat, and it'll either keep fuel coming into the carburetor, which could potentially flood out the carburetor and fill the engine with gas, which that's no good, or it could keep the float closed to where it don't get any fuel, and then you're going to be cussing and kicking and everything else at the tractor because you don't know what the heck happened. Seen that happen a couple times too. Like I said, brand new fuel. I run 93 in all my mowers. I run 93 in, well, basically everything I own. There's less ethanol in it, and it just, everything just runs better with it, I guess. If you do go to change the fuel lines, another thing to do, change your fuel filter. Because with a dirty fuel filter, it's not going to want to flow. And that could cause you some more issues down the road too. Other than that, that's basically all I have for as a spring tune-up of your lawnmowers. As long as you have a new spark plug, new air filter, a nice, clean, fresh fuel in it all the time, and of course a good battery. You can't forget about a good battery. You should be set to go. If you are having carb issues, sometimes what I like to do is actually take the nut off the bottom of the fuel bowl. I know I'm skipping subjects here, but bear with me. Take the nut off. Well, it's a screw, so take the screw out. Gently pry this off. You don't want to break that seal. Drain all the fuel out of it. If you have a fuel shut off here, of course, shut off the fuel before you do this. If not, take the fuel line, or take a pair of vice grips, crush the fuel line, pop the fuel line off, then go ahead and take this off, just so it doesn't drain out everywhere and then you just lost a gallon and a half of fuel. Anyways, what I'd like to do is spray carb cleaner up into the main jet that's right above the screw down here. Take some emery cloth, run around the fuel bowl, and after I clean all that out, blow some compressed air through everything, all the holes and everything, so you can get all the crap that's built up in there out. Then of course put everything back together, so on and so forth. Oh, and another thing, before I forget, oil. A lot of people don't like changing their oil in these things, especially push mowers. I don't know how many times I've heard of people, buying push mowers or riding tractors or whatever the case may be every 1 to 2 years. Excuse me. I'm like, what? What's going on with them? Well, they just lock up. Well, don't you change the oil on them? No. Am I supposed to? Yeah. People amaze me sometimes. Anyways, especially if you're dealing with a single cylinder Briggs, this is what I like to do whenever I change the oil. I already changed the oil on this one. But what I like to do with these is whenever I change the oil, I like to get another one of these dipstick tubes seals, because over time these will crack, and of course once they crack they start leaking and you start losing oil, and nobody wants an oily mess on the side of their frame. No, at least I don't, but you get the picture. So whenever you go to change your oil at the starting of the year, go ahead and change this seal. It's only $1 or so. I mean, they're basically found everywhere. But yeah, that's really all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any other questions, just leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, favorite, subscribe. There's going to be more videos coming out with Shaw's tech tips. Well, basically everything from off-roading machines to lawnmowers to lawnmower modding. Yeah, I'm getting back into that. Anyways, I hope you guys have had a good day, and I'll catch you later. See ya.